So Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Usually when I introduce myself within our Jewish community, it usually goes something like this. My name is Deb Stern. I'm married to one of the handsome twin boys. It doesn't matter which one. They are sons to Walter and Zora Stern. Karen Stern is a cousin. Marlene Stern is a cousin. And she is the daughter to our icon and our legend, Donnie Stern, who wishes she could be here today. And usually just by mentioning one of those 5 names, I'm instantly relevant within the community. So that's usually my spiel. But on this Shabbat, I've been given the honor to chat to you about membership, more specifically new membership, and find a way to make it relevant to this week's Parsha, Terumah, which literally means offerings. I think we got the hint. Rabbi dropped that hint a few times. Luckily, for me, the two kind of go hand in hand, and I may even be able to apply a bit of a spin or two. My goal is for us to see the irony and the relevancy to our Torah reading, withstanding the test of time. So God says to Moses, "They shall make for me a sanctuary, and I shall dwell amidst them." On the summit of Mount Sinai, Moses is given detailed instructions on how to construct a dwelling, a mishkan, for God, so that it can be 3 things: dismantled, transported, and then reassembled as they journeyed through the desert. The mishkan will serve as a perpetual presence within the Israelite camp. Not only is Moses given an extreme specific blueprint from God on how to build this portable mishkan, God also is very concise about materials that to be donated. Exactly, donations. These donations are to be given by the Israelites and incorporated in the construction of the Mishkan. I love this part because it really hits home for me. My real job, I'm the development officer for Jewish Child and Family Service here in Winnipeg. And this is what I do. I seek out donations within our community for programming that helps and assists some of our vulnerable within our very own community. I do this by giving people a gentle nudge. Have you heard about our upcoming programming, I'll say? Or have you considered sending a tribute card, I'll whisper? Would you think about dropping off a can of vegetables or 2 in our food donation bin? But not God. God is far more diligent than I am. God has a list. God asks the people to bring precise, high-value materials. God asks for gold, silver, copper, blue, purple, and red dyed wool, goat hair, animal skins, olive oil, spices, and gems. The JCFS should be so lucky. But why such an awesome list of expensive materials? I mean, aesthetically pleasing? Maybe, I get it, I don't know. God was purposeful with this list, not only in what he wanted, but in what each item represented. In the Midrash Haggadol, Rabbi Ben Amram Adani writes about each of these items correlating to components of our human bodies. Gold is the soul, silver the body, copper the voice, blue dyed wool, the veins. Insinuating that the donation from these precious items from the Israelites is symbolic in them giving up themselves, a piece of each and every one of them. Let's take this and let's apply it to our own Mishkan, albeit not so portable, our own place of worship, our own foundation of community, this very building, and what resides within these walls, literally and figuratively. This beautiful crowd of members that we have here today, the members of our synagogue, the congregation, Shari Zedek, each and every one of you have given to this building. You may have given a dollar amount, you may have given your time, but I'm willing to guarantee you've all given a little bit of both. Not one more important than the other. God asks the Israelites to donate items near and dear to their hearts to make the ultimate pledge and being rewarded with feeling belonging. Like you today, the Israelites became part of something bigger, the strength and the backbone of our community. I use the word member to talk about all of you. We say it every day. I'm a member of the Winnipeg Jewish community. I'm a member of the Sher Zedek, a member. But isn't it interesting how we also use the word member to describe parts of our own bodies? Our arms, our legs, these are members that work together seamlessly. And think about the term dismembered. Just imagine trying to lift and tie the Torah scrolls with only one arm. That would certainly make things quite challenging. The arms, the legs, these members of our body have utilitarian purpose. They help lift and carry the scrolls. At the same time, our heart's love and our souls are all-encompassing. When we lose a member from our synagogue, from our community, we lose a piece of us. We lose our strength, and our will can often sometimes feel diminished. It's a tragedy. Thankfully, we are resilient people, and together we gather. We gather at Minyan and we gather for Shabbos. In a few minutes, we'll gather for Kiddush, hopefully some kugel. And we most definitely gather during the holidays. After the loss of a member of our community, do you know what we do? We remember. We chant the mourner's Kaddish. We engrave names of our beloved ones' names on plaques on walls. We come to the bima to honor their memory with aliyot. We are so good at remembering, aren't we? I've seen it with my own two eyes. We lose a member of our community, and our Sher Zedek team, Leon, Bill Weissman, will make calls so that together we gather and we lift the mourning family and carry them through Shiva. Do you know what we need to remember in a proper Jewish way? We need bodies. We need 10 of us to make a minyan. I mean, this is basic Jewish math. I learned in like Unit 1 when I converted 27 years ago. We need bodies, we need members. From there, can we draw from our strength? God says to Moses, "They shall make for me a sanctuary, and I shall dwell amidst them." God doesn't say, "They shall make for me a sanctuary, and I shall dwell within it." New members, existing members, generational members. We gather and gladly invest our time and our money in this beautiful, not so portable Mishkan. We give a piece of ourselves to the sanctuary, and in return, this sanctuary lives within us. God dwells amidst us. If we were to think about our Sher Zedek community as a living and growing organism that is powered by the people who gather inside these walls, then it's easy to understand the strength in our numbers. Let's continue to grow with new members. Let's continue to grow with all of our hearts and all of our souls. Shabbat Shalom.